How do we remember the reversal as a gospel community? I was challenged thinking about this. It's interesting that the book of Esther begins and ends with a party. At the beginning of the story, people are getting drunk, and there's unbelievable wastefulness, and women are being demeaned, and we read that, and I think, wow, 2,500 years have passed, and there hasn't been that much that's changed in the party culture. But the book ends with Mordecai instructing God's people that there is a different way to celebrate. Food, gifts, generosity, concern for the poor, stories, rejoicing. So as Christians, we may not party with wildness or with debauchery, but we do celebrate with the knowledge that God has delivered us from our sins and that our parties here on earth still foreshadow the celebration to come. So in your gospel community, you have a chance to do that. You have the chance to celebrate and to recreate in a way that does show off to each other and to anyone that you are connecting with, to the watching world, that there is a deeper joy in Jesus. Joy, celebration, recreation. These are outgrowths of a heart that have been touched by the gospel. One of the reasons that we take time to share our personal stories generally in the gospel community setting is because we need to laugh and to enjoy and to remember them together. There is a sense that in those settings, you do function as kind of like the collective memory for one another, being able, when one person is weak, to remind each other of the faithfulness of God in the past. We have a chance to remember and celebrate together as a gospel community. And then finally, how do we remember the reversal as a whole church? And I would say we are doing that right now. John Calvin, the reformer, said, we need the gospel preached to us every week, and we need the Lord's Supper to ratify that promise, because we are all partly unbelievers until the day that we die. So Calvin isn't saying that Sunday worship or the taking of the Lord's Supper is re-saving us or anything like that. What he is saying is that our battle with sin and with unbelief and with temptation is such that we desperately need the grace of God in the saints gathered together, in the preached word, and in the sacrament. We need to hear the good news because the nature of our heart is that we so easily drift. Gathering with the saints weekly is vitally important, not because we need to gain favor with God, not because we need to re-earn anything, but because this is his appointed means of grace. It reminds us of reality. Gathering with the saints, hearing the preached word, receiving the sacrament is a shot in the arm to you and a kick in the head to your opponent. You need this in your battle against sin, the world, the devil. Every time we gather together, we remember the reversal. So let me say it again. Remembrance is duty. It's obligation. It's work. And we need to work at it with all our strength. But remembering the reversal is also joy, because when we remember the reversal, we remember that Jesus has not forgotten us.